Hello, everybody. Okay, this is a live stream. You may be watching the recording. So I'm going to let a couple of my chatters line up in the chat before we take off. So if you are watching the recording, you might want to skip through a couple minutes until we get into it. And there's Joan. Early bird catches the worm. Hey, Joan. How are you? It's nasty, chilly weather here today. The tropical storm is going off, past the coast now. So we're getting some of the influx of that with the winds and rain and temperature drop and all that good stuff. So it really feels like fall today. So I thought I'd stream. Hey, Ellen. I'm going to give it a couple minutes and let some other people get. Yeah, I figured it would be there too, Joan. Let a couple other people jump in here in the box before we get started. I'm trying to multitask here for a minute while they are getting themselves assembled. Sorry, guys. Okay, who else we got here? Kathy, Jan, hello. All right, well let's get her going. So I got my latest order of Lisilinka. Oh my gosh, they are scrumptious. I'm gonna let you see how these are packaged. I got stuff everywhere though. Hang on, let me get this cleared out. These are watercolors from last week. Put them up there. These are the best. This comes in the bottom of the box, and everything is black. It's very high-end, classy looking packages. Love it. But that's the block. The box is black. The filler bits are all black. The interior boxes are black. The velvet bag is black. The envelope inside is black. This holds watercolor paper swatches, so you can keep track of what paints you have. I've got an accumulation of these now, but these are such a nice touch that they add. It's a frosted glass eyedropper bottle that you put water in, and it's got a push button on the top where you can like use it like a pipette and get water and put a drop on each pan to get them activated. It's a lovely touch, gotta say. And they usually put these in one of these velvet bags. And here was a single she threw in for me for my order. I do believe this one is Ocean. Hang on, let me try to get this light on here right while I show you these. Just a memento. I have to get one of these other lights. The world's shiniest, most reflective watercolors. And these, what I really love about these and appreciate, I have a ton, you guys know, I've got a ton of metallic watercolors. These look as good on white paper as they do on black. And a lot of metallics, they show up great on the black. But when it comes to white, not so much. Sometimes they're very translucent. And sometimes, which is unfortunate, when you tilt them, they have a brownish gray cast to them. You don't see the pretty color. Hey, Susan. Hey, Amalia. M&M. There we go. You don't see the true color unless you get it at just the right angle. But otherwise, it comes out like a browny gray I don't know what we're looking at there. And a lot of them do that. These, I promise you, do not do that. Hey, Robin. So here's the packaging for when you buy one of the sets of 7. It's holographic on the front, right? With their logo. And it's open. And here's their card telling you what set you got. I tape these to the bottom of the pans. And then there's a little divot here where you can get underneath of the box to pull out the lucite. I guess this is lucite. And it's got a velvety finish piece of foam in there to hold it safely. On its way across the pond, these are the hollow flower set. So hard to show these. You can see the holographic in there if I get it. There you go. See that multicolor holographic in there? It's subtle, but it is impactful when you see it in a painting. That's the hollow flower set. And then this, I've been keeping these boxes, and we'll get rid of this and keep these for storing a little bit of this and a little bit of that here and there. Here's the new set. Hey, Devin. Jan, I know at some point you're going to dip your toe in. Don't fight it. This is the new Autumn Glow set. And this is the first time I've seen them in person. And I'm going to give you a hello lover right off the bat. CB, I don't think CB's here. But when she sees these, she's going to love these. These are her colors. We'll swatch these or use them in a watercolor today. I'm not sure what we're going to do quite yet. Oh, mercy. They are lovely. Put my card on top of that. Take this out. Keep my box. And keep my swatches. Let's move this out of the way. I go through all the stuff on my desk, and then we'll actually do something. Imagine that. Put these in here. These are some new paints that I got, and I don't even know where I saw these. Novacolor. Have you guys heard of Novacolor? Seemed like the thing to do because I need more metallic acrylic paints. But I got sun gold, antique gold, silver, and super pearl gold. So we will try those if and when we whip out the hey Flo, whip out the jelly plate. So this is lovely. This is my new toy. I know some of you guys know Allison Darwant. She's fairly new. Well, new to a lot of you, I think, on YouTube. Let me show you her website. Here's her website in a little bit bigger font here. I ordered her new Oracle deck. Allison with 2 L's, Dawrant. She is a lovely person, and her art is who I've been trying to imitate for the last couple of months. It's just so beautiful, and she's got such a style, and loves to share it and encourages people to copy it to learn. But this is her art poetry for insights and inspiration deck, and she terms this style of her paintings as art poetry. And each card is a visual reminder that the present moments hold such beauty and guides us with new insights and inspiration. This deck of cards can be a source of comfort and healing during difficult times. Choose a card in the morning or at night or whenever a thoughtful moment invites. Art holds the power of connection and evoking change. I'm grateful you chose my art poetry. The box is a piece of art in itself. She's got one of her business cards in there. And this is the painting that's on the back of every card and the front of the box. Who is calling? Oh, that's Dave's sister.
Call from Lisilinka.
And here are the cards. I'm going to zoom you in for this.
Call from
There are 71 cards. So I won't go through every single card. Allison is going through all the cards on her channel. They are lovely. They're all her original works of art. They all have a little note of inspiration on the bottom.
Hey, Dave,
the print is really comfortable.
See what you're up to. See what your weather's like. We've got wind and rain.
Oh, my.
Talk to you later. Nothing important. Bye.
Okay, I'll call her back when we get done. Has a note of inspiration on here with each one that meant something to her. She painted it. Some of them are acrylic inks. Most of them are watercolor. Some of them are a mix. There you can see her art. Sorry, I'm doing too many things here. Hey, Z. That's kind of her art poetry style with the blobs of watercolor and the drip and her signature down the line on the drip, and just are beautiful. But she has a couple recent videos out where she's taking them and she shuffles them like a deck of cards and then pulls a random card and then tells us about it. Last night I saw a video where she was trying to recreate the painting, but just use it as an inspiration to create another painting. It was really cool to watch. So I think going forward, when I get in some kind of rhythm here, I'm going to use these as like an inspiration for colors and maybe even the shape to start a watercolor painting. And we'll just randomly go through and find the silver lining, find your community and share stories. Hello, that's what we're doing, right? Tomorrow's a new day. Find freedom in allowing and not judging. Gather inspiration when it finds you. This is the one that she repainted last night. And she's also, she said she was going to do it, and then she showed one that she did, and it was actually this one, where she went back to this card on this printed paper, and she actually enhanced it with her gold water-based Sharpie, and it really popped on there. It was really, really added a little something and almost dimension to it. But these are absolutely beautiful. Gold edges on all the cards. And you can pull one randomly and just let it stand up in the box to look at it. Let it inspire you all day. They're really pretty cards. They're a nice size. They feel good in your hand. I mean, everything's nice about it. And I love little boxes that are heavy. I don't know why. I just did. And then in there, she sent me some little doodads in here. This was a little note for something else. But this may be one of her favorite paintings of mine because, you know, I like those colors, right? The purple, the turquoise, and then hit it with some orange. Hello, lover. But look at this. I love it. See her signature down the drip. She enhanced. This is on canvas. This was printed on canvas. But I think pretty sure she enhanced the moon. Right. But the detail on this canvas that was reproduced as a print is really beautiful. And then this one, I think, is one of the wall. Oh, yeah. Here it is, peeled a little bit to show me. That's when if you've seen her before, she's talked about having her printer print stuff, or the Oracle deck, for example, while she was working on it for different iterations, he'd print it on these wallpaper stickers, which gave a similar finish, but they were much cheaper. They're thinner paper, and that actually is a sticker. Right, but these, I mean, I can see using these as bookmarks, but what a cool marketing tool with her website on it and bits of her art. This is also on a canvas strip. See the canvas? But the prints, and each of these cards are in her Oracle deck. She talked about this one in her video last night that I watched. She's in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and that's where the mountains come in. This one's all mountains on this one. And she just drops those snow-capped or shadow-capped mountains in some of those watercolors. I like that swoosh of the dark around that. And it's so funny. I try to imitate her. You guys have seen me. It's so hard. I mean, they're blobs of watercolor. Why is that so hard? April, hello, my love. Why is that so hard to imitate and duplicate? Or try to, do a similar style with blobs of watercolor. That's harder to do than it looks, at least for me. I remember Kathy, Dragonfly Kathy, when she came to my first retreat, she told her friend said, "Why are you going to an art retreat?" And she said, "Well, I have all the supplies." That's what I think. I got all the supplies. Surely I can do this. Most of the time, not so much. Hey, Dot. Acme. I'm sorry I forgot your name, but hello. The mountains of Baltimore. Oh, mercy. And this was, previous styles of art that she did with that acrylic ink kind of dendritic pattern through there that you'll see on some of her pieces with the ladies' faces. I know you like those, Z. And then she had some cows. She went through a cow phase. Now she's doing some little cats and donating them to, I forget, a charitable cause. I forget what it was. But she does a lot with animal rescue kind of things and stuff like that. And was a nurse. She's a very interesting, sweet person. Lolly, hello. Welcome. I think that's a new name. So anyway, I'm going to put this in a safe place for now. And I showed you guys this tiny little marker that I had last stream. It is Pentel Sign Pen. Brush Sign Pen Artist is what it says on there. And last stream, Janet, one of my mods, threw up a link on Amazon, and it wasn't just for the black, it was for a whole set of colors. And I thought, I'll never use all those colors. But I looked at the colors, and don't you know, come on, baby. Focus for mother. Come on. Well, you'll just have to believe me. That says Brush Sign Pen Artist. So I noticed that in the rainbow ones, let me put something here so it's got something to focus on and not losing my focus. Hey, Tara. I noticed there was a silver and gold in the bunch, the rainbow thing, and I thought, well, I don't like silver and gold. So I did get a silver and a gold. It comes in a 2-pack, so that is available. And this is what it says on the Sign Pen Micro Brush. It doesn't say micro brush on the brush, but this is the brush. So I thought, wouldn't it be cute making those little tiny Allison birds if I could do it like I sometimes do when I jelly print, where I print in black and then diagonally drop a highlight on it of gold so it looks like it's got a black drop shadow to it. I thought I might have some little shadowed birds. You never know. So, yeah, it's real fine. I'm going to see what the silver looks like. Okay, well, I would say that's more like a charcoal gray. I would say, and it actually says gray. Oh, hang on. Did I get ripped off? And this one says yellow ochre. Hold the presses. Don't order yet. That's yellow ochre. That is not gold. Not that I have anything against gray and gold ochre, but look at the labels. They're even metallic. That's a little misleading. Gotta tell you. Anyway, not the first time I've gotten steered wrong. But then I was looking in my little stash, and I have this. This is by Kuretake. Who knows what it says? It's all in Japanese, but it's got a fancy little label on there. It's Kuretake. And this also is a tiny, tiny little like eyelash brush. So that gives you the same effect. So there's a couple different ones out there. That's a little disheartening. I was so looking forward to my two-tone birds. Did one order the wrong thing? I don't think I ordered the wrong thing. I think it looked like it was silver and gold. I have to go back and look at it. I mean, that's a weird set. Yellow ochre and gray to be together. That's a little unusual. Patty, do the pens need to be shaken or have you already done that? Who knows? Everything's in there is in Japanese, but they don't. They're like a paint marker, not a paint marker, an ink. I don't want to say it. Almost like a flare, an old flare. You know, where there was nothing to shake. Like there's no bead in there to mix it. There's nothing happening in there. I mean, that's my black one. I know what that one was. Let's try one of these. No. Yep, that's just a flat matte ochre. Break my heart, why don't you? So anyway, let me get this out of the way. Perhaps we should. Oh, I want to do the a little swatcheroo on here. Where's my let's use this. Let me pull out here a little bit. Oh no, wrong way. Oh, there it is. This is one of those, it's new to me, New York Central watercolor blocks. I got this at Jerry's. I had a couple of these, well, since my retreat in end of July, I got a couple and played with them. And I really like those. And they're fairly reasonable for good 140-pound cold press paper. They have hot press as well. The hot press is golden black. The cold is silver and black. It's icy, so it looks silver. So, you know, that was supposed to be an attempt at Allison style. I think the colors they were all too. Actually, I was just swatching here. I wasn't thinking about doing a painting. I was just swatching and then put one into the other. So that was an experiment. I do want, these are the Autumn Glow. Oh, Autumn Glow. Look at you. Let me bring you back in again. You guys are going to get dizzy. You put one good drop on each one of these pans, or the pans that you're going to plan to use at the time, and let that sit for a minute or two. You are in business. I'm going to look on the site and tell you what these colors are while we're doing it too. Don't remember them yet. There's the pretty autumn set right there. And, okay, the one at the top, that's Pine, Moon, Cashmere, Cinnamon, Pumpkin. Hang on, is that right? Cranberries in the middle. Hunter, I think, is this green. Hang on, I think that's... No, that's in the right order. Hang on. Build the phone. Actually, I think these two. are swapped. Not that it makes any difference, but when I'm playing myself, I could care less where they are. We came in. Lori. Hey, Lori. Welcome. When I'm showing you guys and trying to tell you what it is, I want to try to be as accurate as I can. So cashmere. Yeah, that looks like moon, cashmere, cinnamon, pumpkin, hunter, pine, and that's what it is. I didn't go all the way around to the green. Yeah, this is pumpkin, hunter, and pine. There we go. I feel better. I feel better. Okay, I'm going to leave that there because I'll forget by the time I get around the... Oh, good, Susan. You got some? That's good. They did tell me that quite a few orders came in from when I streamed the other day, and they sold out of Autumn Glow. They had to make a second run at it, which is available again on the website. So, so let's start. Let's start at the top here. I look at where the magnets are, and that's how it reminds me of where the top is. The little magnet dot there. So this is pine. Look at you. I'm going to grab a piece of black paper. This I've already got some swatches on it, I believe. Oh yeah, that's kind of full though. Hang on, let me grab another piece of black. This is just black bond paper. This isn't fancy watercolor paper or anything. But while I got some pigment in my brush, as you guys know, the shifting or the holographic and different metallic watercolors do look a little different. Sometimes on the black paper, it'll pick up a different, especially the shifting ones. It'll pick up a different pigment. It is higher price, but don't forget, for each one of these pans, these hold 20 to 30% more than a typical half pan would hold. So the quantity you're getting and the quality of the pigments is unsurpassed. I'm sure that that's a pretty penny for them to get the pigments that they... I've never seen pigments like this before. And they just dance on the paper. Hello, lover. Wow, look at that. I'll hold these up a little bit more. They're even more... And free shipping, which is expensive, from Germany. That is correct, Zay. That is correct. CB, there you are. Here's your Autumn Glow set. Did you get it yet? You love it. Nobody can make CB do anything she doesn't want to do. We all know it. Oh, that's pretty. This one is cashmere. That's a real fine, smooth pigment in there. That's odd, Dot, because they have some of the best customer service, and I know several of us here that are on the chat have experienced that. I don't know, maybe your reputation precedes you. Like, oh my God, is that Dot from Pat's Dream? We got to stay away from that crazy broad. Oh, that one. I can't see him that good up here because my head's way back from where this is because of the zooming in. But this, I can lean over and kind of see this one a little bit better. That's a beauty. And that one is cinnamon. Cinnamon. Yeah, they're usually very responsive. And this one is pumpkin. Just like we call CB. A little pumpkin. I've seen some of the paintings they've done with these. Fall leaves and feathers and different ones that are really pretty. You can't hate them, people. And, you know, they are more expensive. They're not for everybody, that's for sure. I would never say, oh, go buy them, go buy them. I never have tried to push anything that was mine with my name on it or anybody else's. You know, if you want them, if it's in your budget, that's up to you. But they are lovely. This one, what was this one called? Hang on. Oh, for Pete's sake, now I can't see my face, so I got to type in my code. This one's Hunter, like a hunter green. Oh, and see how it comes out mostly gold and bronze on here in this black paper? Interesting. I thought I was a sugar plum. No. You know what? Funny you should mention that. That was what my dad always called me, sugar plum. Don't I look like a sugar plum, CB? This one's cranberry. There's a lot of Christmassy-ish kind of use for these colors in here too. Thanks, Tam. We see who really loves me. CB's got a little mean streak in her for those of you who think she's a sweet little Southern belle. Bless her heart. And this is the freebie that they sent with my order. I'll go ahead and just do the other swatches too while I'm at it. What the heck? So that's the Autumn Glow set. That's Ocean. I got to refill this bottle. I've used it all. Almost all of it. Okay. Is that Judy? As a follower. We're under your spell. Put your boots on. Actually, I have my Ugg boots on today. She's a badass disguised as a Southern belle. That I like the way that you put that, Amalia. Yeah, my dad used to call me Shug for short. Short for sugar plum. Bless his heart. Okay, let me find my other cauliflowers to get these names right. I haven't learned all the names yet. All right. Where did I put my brush? Oh, there it is. Lost my brush. This one is Ocean. Oops, oh, I'm going to run out of space on this piece up here. I made my swatches too big. I believe Ocean is a shifting color that came out of the Summer Lovin' set and is now offered. It was, I guess, requested, and it's now offered as one of the single colors. Right? I know, Kath, time marches on. It's a marching. 3 more months. I think it's 14 weeks till Dave and I both are retired. I decided to retire the day he's going out, which is January 3rd. So we're both out on January 3rd. So let's see. What's this one here? This one is... So these are the flowers, but they're the holographic flowers. So they're the same colors as the other flower palette, but instead of just the crystal metallics in there, this has the holographic metallics on top of that. Is anyone going to Patty Euler's thing? I know it's sold out from what I heard, but not that I know of. I'm not sure who's going. Got too much stuff out here. Too much stuff. I'm just going to double them up with smaller swatches on here. So this one is the Hollow Forget-Me-Not. It's a turquoise color. Can't hate it. This paper seems like it has little pockets. I don't know if it's sizing or, well, it's 100% cotton, I think. But it's like little pockets that resist the paint every once in a while. I'm not sure what's up with that, but I do like the paper. Let's see. Uh-oh, I just see that CB retracted a message. She must have said something really bad. Hey, Christine. I'm going to go down here with this one. And see, this is what I'm talking about on the swatches on black and white of the same color when it's a shifting color. So this one here, this is Ocean. It's still a little bit wet. It's not dry, so you won't see the complete shift. And you'll never see it on camera. You just can't see it. But it's a beautiful color. This is the Ocean on the black. And it looks silver. It's got some other kind of hue. You can see a little bit of the green in there, but it's got to be just right. There you go. You got a little pop of it there. But it's predominantly silver when you look at it. It's a crazy. It tricks the eye like Trump Lloyd. What are you talking about, bringing the hubbies? Have you lost your mind? Don't tell Paul that. Joan, don't repeat that. She must have been talking out of her head. Oh, a commune. Oh, great. This one is Lisianthus, the Hollow Lisianthus. I know that's a flower, but don't know if I've ever seen one. Wait a minute. I just did this twice. This is the same one. Ignore that gigantic swatch. I'll just combine them so I don't forget what the heck I did there. Paul's the exception. Hey, Dave's pretty handy to have around. Bless his heart. This one is Hollow Magnolia. This is a really pretty color. Paul's probably already listening. I tried to protect you, Paul. You know how jealous and wicked CB can be. Probably zoom out a little. Probably the nicest person on the planet, but I still like to... Oh, I see why, Z. Sorry, thanks. But we like to rag on her a little bit because she can take it. Oh, God, Oakley. Oh, God bless his little heart. I don't think did I put that video of him with the pillow on social media? I don't know if I did or not. This one is Hollow Dahlia. Oops, I'm not done with that. I'm not done with you yet. There was another spot right there that was trying to resist. Don't you resist. Play nice. Oakley. He'll be the death of me. He is better. We all know he's better. He just still cannot contain himself when there's new people that come in the house. Ay, ay, ay. Had him going there pretty good pre-COVID, and then you get about 3 years with nobody coming in the house. Kind of lost his good sense about that. Like, hey, anybody comes in here, they're all mine for the day. They are playing with me, like it or not. That was Hollow Daisy. This one is Hollow Meadow. It's pretty green. See right there, that spot right there, it's resisting. Here's Meadow. And this one is Hollow Peony. Peony, depending on where you're from and how you say it. I'm going to put it over here. Ooh, that's pretty. And again, this is not watercolor paper, so they're going to act, not just look a little bit different for coloring, but they'll act a little bit different as how they absorb into this paper. Because it's just black printer paper, basically. It's just bond paper. I think it's like, I don't know, what is it, 24 pound or something like that. Okay, that was the Hollow Flowers. So let's see. These are still wet. I should probably just put them away until they're dry. Yeah, because you won't get to see the trueness of them. I'll set these on the side. Somebody can remind me that I've done that. Oh, Lordy. Okay, hang on. Let me get rid of some of these brushes out of my way. We'll pull out the jelly plate. Haven't done that in a while. And we will see what we can do. All right, I'm going to put these in my drawer. Speaking of drawers, I've been in a cleaning out mood. Too bad you guys don't live close. I've got some different appliances and kitchen stuff and blenders and an air fryer. Everyone comes to my door, Bailey Foster. Friend them to death. I know. I tell everybody, please, please, please don't look, talk, or touch to Oakley until he ignores you and settles down. Well, apparently that's impossible. And I just said, for the love of God, don't baby talk him. We do not need that. I'm going to put these away. He is he's going to be 6 in January. He's a very excitable little fella. Bless his heart. All right, let me get some of this stuff out of my way. And then grab my, oops, wrong one. This one has some marks left over on it, but I don't think that'll be too bad. There's marks on everything around here. She failed boot camp. When we sent Oakley, he was not quite a year old yet, I guess, when we sent him to the trainer we had been taking him to in class, a mixed class. It was, other dogs in it. Since he was a puppy, he was maybe 8 or 9 months. And we said, here, he's all yours. I think she had him for 10 days. That was not a cheap little venture, I can tell you that. But he did so well. He came back. He was a good boy until he started to break bad again. And then not so much. Then we took him to different training, and he was doing good in there. And then, hello, COVID. I got to clean some of these brayers. They're pretty snotted up, actually. Paint boogers all over one of them. This one's pretty smooth. I have to let those bad boys soak a little. Okay. So, get my phone out of the way. Yeah, now what are you going to do? Some of them are just a little more spirited. Let's look at it that way. Just like some of my ex-husbands. Who's here, Carrie? Hey, Carrie. All right, let me find, what am I doing here? What is this? Oh, I want to see what this is. I found it necessary to purchase this paper, and I have no idea why, what I was looking for. I think I was looking for, do you guys follow Aria Bond? New to YouTube. She lives in Florence, Italy, and she does gorgeous watercolors. And she lives outside on the outskirts of Florence in the countryside. And she makes her own inks and paints out of stuff, flowers, goes to vineyards, and where they've charred the vine, she'll take the charred vine. Actually, Xander and I bought ink kits from her. And honestly, I never had the time. Everything went to hell in a handbasket after I got that. But she sends, a tin of the charred vineyard, the vines from the vineyard. And anyway, she's got a YouTube channel. She's doing some suminagashi on all these different papers. And one is so thin and gauzy. And I was trying to find that paper. And this is not it. Can't even, well, you can in the right light see my hand under it. But hang on. See the texture in there? This is on you. Maybe this will be really good. So this has a rough side, and this with the fibers in it is very smooth, much like the sketch pad paper that everybody's been using has that rough side and the slick side. Maybe I found a really good one. All right, let's throw some of this on the side. Open my stencil drawer. And I just want to play a little bit with trying out some of these new paints. And some old favorites. So here's the one Jan gave us. Oop, lost. Pop my lid. Flip my lid. So, gosh, I feel like I don't even know where to start. What am I doing? I'll use some of these PM Artist Studio stencils that I have not had the opportunity to dirty up yet. Hang on, let me pull. Got a little tangle here. All right, let's just do something even if it's wrong. What was her name again, Patti? Aria, Auria. Bon, B like boy, OHN. Aria Bon. She does some really, really cool stuff. And she just recently started the YouTube channel. But I found her on Instagram. I've actually been invited to go visit her in Florence. So bucket list. I've been in touch with her off and on for, I don't know when we bought those ink kits, Sandra, but before then. This is the iridescent bronze. Jan gave us each one of these at the retreat mixed with water. So the pigments break apart and you get that cool little something. I just want to put this piece of paper on here. Maybe. What's maybe? Hang on. Are you asking me if that link is her maybe? Well, that just took me to YouTube. That didn't take me to any particular person's stuff. All right, I'm going to see how this picks this up. Oh, look at that. It was so slick it just wiped off the plate. Ah! Well, that wasn't a good demo. Pretend you didn't see that. Holy crap. Yeah, that was not good. Sweet Moses. And this one's really heavy. That's just like the cover sheet that's in there. And nary a word in English on there. Okay. That usually means it's good stuff. The paper. All right, well, how rude was that? Thanks, CB. She's making these little kind of Japanese lanterns-ish, for lack of a better word, with her Suminagashi coffee filters that they're conical shaped, right? So she can turn them into like a lampshade shape. Now this is on the textured side now. We'll see what this does. At least it didn't fly off the jet. And she did Suminagashi with a hot pink ink from what was that? Some kind of a paint pen refill number, and a turquoise pen refill. You know what I'm trying to say? Refill. It is a refill for a paint pen, and mix that in with the black. I'd like to figure out how she. Well, I'm going to ask her if she's ever used gold. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Just a little texture background there to start with. Let me put you over here somewhere. There is nowhere safe, but you know. And then all that is left on the plate, actually. So let's. I don't have anything out here. What the hell's happening? Let me have black. Ivory black. I don't like ivory black. I like dark Mars black. And white. Just grab a couple of these because they're out in front of this drawer and I don't think I've ever used them. But these might be pretty with all this pigment in it. These are those Charvin extra fine acrylics. Really two unusual colors. This one is called Tanned. And this one's Caribbean Pink. Let's just smooch a couple of these on here with all this pigment, right? Just for shits and giggles, as we say. And a Barbie print. God, I'm so sick of hearing about Barbie. Jeez Louise. Sorry for all the Barbie fans, but whew. All right, let's grab. Oh, crap. Do that. That's Donna. I can't do that right now. Let me let her know what I'm doing, though. Hang on. Hey there. I'm streaming right at the minute I'm live. Can I call you back? I do. Is your power out? Oh. Okay. No problem. I'll call you back later. Bye. Huh. 5G's out. Let's keep using this and see what happens. I'm going to go with the toothy side because it seems to have a little more gription. When I feel a little more confident, I will go back to the slick side and see what happens. Yeah, Aria is originally from somewhere in the west coast of the States, I think, and then I don't know how her family ended up in Florence. Oh, I'm schmutzing my paper. But when she shows the videos out her window and walking through the countryside, I've been to Florence a couple of times, but oh my gosh, it's so nice. She's in a wonderland. Oh, look at you. So it's picking up some of that bronze stuff. And that's a cool color looking pink. I don't mean cool as in temperature. I mean cool, groovy. You know what I mean. Clean my stencil off as much as they get cleaned off here, just so they don't completely stick together in the drawer. I need to move this. I need to move it. So I wonder. I'm going to let that dry for just a moment. And I wonder if I put one of these little rascals. What is a super pearl gold? It's funny because these are the same size. They're all metallic pigments. A couple are translucent, or maybe one's translucent and the rest are opaque. All light fastness 1. But the price of this one was almost twice the price of these. So I don't know what magic is in this jar. Hey, Mary Ellen, welcome. I don't know what magic is in here, but we're about to find out. And now I need a little palette knife. Do some dipping and scraping out of the bottle. That's real fine. It's almost, oh no. Oh, and it's more liquid than I thought because we just splashed out to the side here. That's all right. It was only a matter of time until I made a mess, so let's not be too shocked about that. Let's see what this looks like when I put it out on here. How much pigment is in there with the gold shimmer? I'll let that dry and see what happens. Oh, wow. That's, so people that jelly plate a lot might know what I'm talking about. But some paints have a real slippery, snotty consistency. And this one is one of those. However, it's a lovely color. It's like a pearl, a sheen that's got, that's still way too wet to add that to. some gold in it. My brain froze up. Did you see that? My brain froze. Okay, I'm going to pick this up with black. I'm going to do something because I'm looking up at my desk and I see my pinata brass sitting here. I think we're going to do something crazy. If I ruin my jelly plate, we'll just go to watercolors. That's all. We'll just shift it up. Why am I crooked? Is my camera hang on, I'm going to move my camera. Hold on to your lunch. No, it's not that crooked. Oh, okay. Be still, camera. I feel like that's... When I put this straight on the camera, it's crooked in front of me. That's annoying. All right, I'm going to get my other window up there. Tomatoes. What are we talking about? Tomatoes. Oh, you're stealing them out of the garden. Well, she confessed. We've got her in writing. Somebody call the tomato popo. You know what I made recently, and I have some more to maybe make it again this weekend. If you guys watch any reels or different cooks that you follow on, well, I do on Instagram, there have been a lot of recipes where they're using a block of, whoa, look at you. Interesting. That's not a, well, I guess it is a block. It's a soft blob it's a round shape. A Boursin cheese. Do you guys know what Boursin cheese is? I'm not sure if you do in the UK. Maybe that's where it came from for all I know. It's kind of like a light cream cheese consistency, but the one that I use most of the time has garlic and fine herbs in it. And then there's another one that's got, what's in that other one? Costco, they sell a 3-pack. 2 of the garlic and fine herbs and 1 of the other one. But anyway, you take a big casserole dish. Yes, we... Oh, you have that cheese here. Take a casserole dish, put a whole container of that cheese in the middle of the casserole dish. And then I dumped in a bunch of, they're not cherry tomatoes that are the completely round tomatoes, although you could use them, but they call them something like, oh God, one of you guys can help me here, like sugar baby, sugar something. They're sweet and they're more plum shaped, but they're small like a cherry tomato. Dump a bunch of, I dump the whole container in the casserole around them. And then I smash some garlic cloves or grate it and throw that in. Throw some salt and pepper on it. A lot of olive oil all over it. And then put it in the oven at like for 400 Fahrenheit and let it bake for, I don't know, 25 minutes or so, and check on it. When the cheese is starting to get browned and you can see that it's real soft, take it out and you smash up the tomatoes and smash up the cheese and mix it up. Meanwhile, you can have some pasta cooking and dump the pasta in the bowl with some Parmesan or Pecorino cheese. Hello, lover. It's so good. And I've also seen them where you do a similar thing, but you also put like orzo, a box of orzo right out of the box, put the Boursin in there, dump the orzo in it, throw some tomatoes, on the garlic, well, onions, shallots I usually put in, I forgot that, whatever you want in there, and seasonings, and then you add some stock to it, and that'll cook in the oven. It'll also cook the orzo at the same time. Whip that bad boy up. Dinner's done. It's so good and so easy and one dish. There's tons of recipes out there you can put in, and it's not that scientific, like you got to have exact measurements like if you're baking. It's just, you know, how much cheese you want in it, how much garlic you want in it. It's nice. Okay, where the heck am I? I'm going to try something again on the slick side of this paper. I don't want it to beat me. So should I use, where's black? Let's just use black. Oh, you have made it, Judy? Yeah, it's pretty easy and pretty good. Gotta tell you. Let's throw a little, I don't know, pink and black. Let's throw a little white in there. I don't even know what we're doing. My brain's not really in the jelly printing mode today, but I had the new paint. I thought I should, oops, make a mess with it a little bit. Let's just get that all mucked up there. What's the worst that can happen? Kind of lose that pink though right away. The black and the white, take it out. Let's do this one because it's here. And let's try the slickery side of this. Oh, hey, Susan, first time. Right place, right time. Yeah, this is an unusual day and time for me to stream, but here I am. I show up when you least suspect it. I usually, when I figure out when I can lock it down for a time, I put it on Facebook and Instagram that I'm going live, but I'm glad you're here. So this is the slick side of this paper down. Let's see what happens here. Not sure the color choice was spectacular, but I love the stencil shape. Let's get this over here. Let's get this dabbed off. A rave. Well, you never know what's going to happen here. Let's do this. This is this Nova color, and this is the Sun Gold. Let's just do this. See what happens. I'm not sure if I like these yet or not. I hate to poo-poo any kind of paint because it's good, you know, for different things. But this, again, has that snotty, slippery consistency to it. And see how that kind of faded into just barely a sheen of gold? Which sometimes is what you want, not poo-pooing it. Let me have another piece of this paper. Let's pick this up on this. This is where I got hosed up on the slick side before with that bronze paint. It just floated off the gel plate. Oh, I got that close to the edge there. Figures the day after I get my nails done, I'm going to get them all wrecked up here with the, that's okay. I don't like the color I chose this time. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. That's okay. I've been, I don't know, maybe I should check to see if I'm pregnant. I've been nesting, digging out closets and pantries, and I always tell Dave, when we retire, we're going through this house. Well, I must have got the early bite of it. This morning I was tearing up some cabinets and pantry in the kitchen and dining area, and rearranging and putting some stuff on a table that is going to be donated to whoever wants to come and get it. Let's see if this cleans the plate like that other slick side paper does. Pretty much. That's actually kind of interesting looking with that, just that little bit of the gold coming through in the holes. I don't hate that. And almost, see that blue cast of that? I don't know where that blue's coming from. I use black, white, and that pink Caribbean pink. There hasn't been any blue on the plate. I love that steel gray blue color though. I like that. I do. Got to figure out what we're going to put on top of there, but in the meantime, I do like it. So oops, that one's on the ground. Has anybody ever printed with just putting alcohol ink on their plate and brayering it in? Hey, Rhonda. Yeah, it does kind of look Payne's grayish. Weird, you like it. You like weird things, CB. You're consistent with that. That's one of the things I love about you. It's sitting here looking at me. And I also have it in a fine liner. Let's do this. Let's just get crazy. Now, I don't know how this is going to work because I know the needle nose of this bottle is going to stick in the plate and make it jerky, and it's not going to look just right. But let's try. What would happen if I... Oh, no, I can't. I was going to try to script, but it's not. It's, you know what it's doing, right? It's kicking. It's digging in the plate. I don't want to. I'm going to end up ruining my plate. Ah, don't do it. That doesn't look at all like what I wanted it to, but that's okay. It's okay. And let's drop this on top of this. Just for giggles. Let's see what happens. And I'm not going to smash it, because that's going to really distort it. I just want it to kiss the plate. Isn't that romantic, CB? Hang on. Why do I hear people's voices that sound like they're in the house? Dave is at his buddy's house, his mechanic buddy, working on his navigator. Who dat? Hang on. Well, see, now I'm not watching and I pushed on it. Oh, front door. Maybe that's a delivery. I'm getting a delivery. I know that. Front door. Oh, yeah. That's the delivery guy. He's talking on his phone. Okay. All is well. No need to call 911, CB. Well, that one smashed too big. That one's still got a little bit of a something in there. But, I mean, that would make a cool background on a collage, even though it's kind of blobby over there. I wouldn't use the whole piece anyway. Here's that first little boo-boo. Oh, look at that shadow. See the shadow that's in there? Look, that's my watercolor water bottle. Water bucket. It was laying on top of that. For some reason. Why is it doing it? Isn't that unusual? A little freaky. I'm going to put this on here and see if any of that will pick up. This is still really damp. Oh, this is also the watered down bronze too. It had a lot of water in it. Maybe that's why. Who knows? Mysterious things are happening. I got a little bit of that picked up on there, which is actually pretty. You're so pretty. All right, I'm going to ask you guys to chat amongst yourselves. Give me 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to run upstairs, get the stuff off the porch, because it is a howling and a pouring rain here. Back in a flash. right, well, that was probably more like a flash and a half, but I'm back. You know what, CB? We had a spell this summer where we went for a long time without rain. And new sod in the yard, having to water it, and we're in a well. Not good. But, we survived. I think I'm going to do something crazy. You just watch me. I'm going to okay. My brain's working. Let's try a piece of black paper, handy. A different stencil, handy. Oops. Have a little avalanche over there. A refresher course. Be careful what you wish for, CB. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do it. This is Pinata alcohol ink, and the color is called Brass. I don't know what this is going to do to my brayer. I don't know what it's going to do to my plate, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's how we learn cool things or destroy our supplies. Either way, it's a good lesson. And it's evaporating, and I think I'm getting a little tipsy. If you want to know the truth. Let's put that down, and let's see if any of them will come back up, or did it dry right away. Ooh, I can't do too many of those. That is strong. Lord have mercy. All right, let's see what happened. Anything? Oh, something happened. Oh. Huh. Something happened indeed. Okay, let's put this over on the magic water bowl that's changing. I'm sure none of that's going to come off. And that's okay. That's already dry. Oh, it's a little sticky too. I might have to do something with that. Now look what we have on there. Huh. Let's I only have these two pinks and black, white, and bronze out here. So I'm just going to take this. No, I'm not. Am I? I might still do that. Hang on. Hang on. I've got so many paints that I really need to use. Oh, yeah. Oh, here's these other two. I only have 4 of those Charbonnet colors. Here's the other 2 I have. Julia's pink. Hey, Martha. Let's put some of that on there. That left a lingering alcohol smell. Don't anybody light a match? Well, I know that. Come on, work with me, baby. Work with Mama. Well, Well, it's on there, but I don't know how that's going to work out, but whatever. So what color do I want to put with that? Hey, Beth, how you doing? Let's just, for shits and giggles, That's kind of a drab. What is that called? Ash violet. A drab color. But let's see what the gold or the brass alcohol ink will do. Ooh, that's kind of, this is snotty the other way. Like the other kind of snotty, real thick, and kind of leaves dimples on the plate with the paint. And this one was like slimy snotty. Got a lot of snot happening over here today. Yep, that's just how we roll some days. What are you going to do? So this, I'm going to take, I'm not going to put a stencil down because I want to see if it picks up that whole pattern. And which side? I'm going to use the slick side because I think that'll clean most of the plates. An inch in the past 4 months. Ugh. Let's see if that picks that up off of there. Did, but how well? Some of that's. Ooh, that's kind of cool. There was, so leaving some of that pink on there. That's why I went to pull the other side. Huh. And that even pulled up some of the white Posca marker I had on here from weeks ago. You can see some of that grid. See that white grid in there? It's even pulling that up. Well, speaking of Barbie. Hey, Leah. Judy, hello. Thanks, Leah. That may be a stretch, but thank you. Could go wrong at any time, as we all know. Hang on. Let me do a little drawer diving here. Oops. Oh, yeah. I forgot about these. Remember those I did not too long ago? That's where the white grids came in. That was some of that spray I put on here that was, what's that called? That Pacific Lagoon from Creamer. The spray I made in one of Jane's bottles. And that's the alcohol ink. This is why I put the alcohol ink in this bottle. It's all coming back to me now. Robin's fault, of course. So that's the one that I did that was painted. With watered down acrylic paint after the white dried, and then scripted over it with the gold bottle, and then painted the back of the paper with watered down acrylics and let it seep through. Then you got the shadows of the white. Huh. Well, that's not at all what I was looking for. What is this paper? Let's try some of this. I don't even know what this is. Speaking of cleaning out cupboards, I might should be cleaning out down here one of these days. This is very rough on the inside and slick on the outside. So I'm guessing that's some sort of a rice paper that I thought I needed. I'm trying, Judy. Gayla's not here, so I can get away with a little bit more when she's not, you know. making me toe the line. Oh, look, there's a seam there. Not sure what that's about. Let's just break it on the seam. What time is it? 2:25. I may go till 3. I want to, I got a bunch of mushrooms I'm going to saute in a baguette for a little snacky later. I'm on a mushroom tear lately. You know, this is that Crink ink. Crink ink. It's been a while, CB. It makes Gayla so nervous. No, actually, because I've had all these cool watercolors that I've amassed, I can't stop playing with those. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I just saw this sitting over here. Remember these elegant writers? Does anybody remember these? Remember what you did with them? Remember what they do that's kind of cool? I do. I'm going to try to write with these on the jelly plate, spray it with water, and then pick it up. Let's see. What could go wrong there? So these elegant writers are calligraphy markers, basically. But people learned, probably by accident, as I learn most things. Looking for the big one. Here's the biggest one, 3.0. Let me show you. Got a piece of cheap watercolor paper here. And most of you guys probably already know the big surprise. If I can get my fingers to work, we shall get on with it. Dorothy's kicked out of the screen and can't get back in. Well, she's having all kind of connectivity problems. I'm beginning to think it's user error. This is that new stuff I got. I don't like this. I don't know what it was called, but anyway. Okay, so let's just take one of these elegant writers and it's like a calligraphy tip, which I can't do calligraphy, so pardon me. That's just not even scripting. That's just some wild marks. So now let me take a brush. See, it's black ink, right? You think it's black ink. So let's just go alongside here. Just kind of doing a basic outline around here. See the colors that breaks down to? Hello, lover. You can't hate that. Right? So what I'm thinking is, what would happen? I love those. I love that. It's got a purple, a pink, and a green that come out in it. I don't know if you guys can specifically see that. But that's what it do. And it'll keep going. The more water you put out here, it might be too dry now. But the more water you put out here, just like watercolor, it'll just keep making the shadow go and go and go out here. But I always thought that was a really cool effect. So now, can I do that on the jelly plate? I don't see why not, right? What's the worst that can happen? So let's actually try to do some scripting on here. And I don't know how this is going to drag and skip and splotch and all that crap. So I might just end up making marks, but we'll see. Yeah, it is sticky. It's stutter stepping me. And it's beating up, so may not be a good. May not what? Let's give her a go. I'm going to take this really light. This is a continuous sprayer. It's got a really light mist that comes out of here. And I'm just going to mist it. A little bit. Going to let it sit for a minute. Now, what paper should I use? What paper should I use? I'm going to use a piece of this cotton. It's cotton paper, and that's slick on one side. Drown it more. Oh, listen to CB. Just because you're not getting any rain, you want me to drown everything here. Oh, that might be the thing to do, though. She's so wise. She doesn't get the credit she deserves. So now, on the rough side or the shiny side? I don't think you'll see any reminiscence of the scripting attempt. Oh, hell with it. We're going to go down with the shiny side. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, wise ass. I know. I'm reading between the lines. Well, that's kind of turquoise coming out of there, so something's happening. Wow, it's just kind of seeping through everything. Oh, you can't hate that, people. Instant background. Look at you. I'm going to get another one. I'm just going to grab this stuff that's right here. Then, since I touched it and it's got crap all over it already. Oh, and it's all over. Look at that. Way to go. Good advice, CB. Put more water on it. Oh, hey, Gail. Sweet Moses. I'm going to try to pick up this stuff that's off on the edge of my... Who's your what's it here? Interesting. So look at that close. Look at all the... How's that for? Some experiment gone sort of wrong. It's not bad. I kind of like it. This is soaking wet underneath here. It's all over the place, CB. That's the only mess I've ever created because of CB. Wow. So let's try it again. A little less water. Just a little less. Holy crap, holy. I'm going to put this over here on the floor so it can do whatever it does. And I'm going to, where's my pen? Here we go. Here somewhere. 3. Janet, CB is wrecking the place. All right, let's do that again, but let's do it with a little less water. Then I can always add it to the paper if I feel as though it needs it. All right, let's just do... I need to go slower somewhere the ink comes out. This is more... I need to start scripting again because this is just like swirly scribbles. And now a little mist. And now I'll grab that paper again. But this time I'm going to go on the rough side. I'm trying. That's what I try to do, Beth. I take the hit, save you guys money on supplies that are snotty or the amount of water to use on an experiment. Okay, this time I'm using that resume paper again. That's this business paper, whatever the hell that is. This stuff here. 100% cotton business paper. Who does business on paper anymore? That's what I want to know. Okay, rough side down. It's coming through the paper again, as demonstrated by my hands. Oh. I don't hate that. Look at all the little feathery bits. A little shadow of some scripting in there. Purple and turquoise. Who can hate that? If you hate that, you might want to leave the stream now. Just kidding. Huh. Ain't that interesting? I don't hate it. Here's the excess of, I don't even know what side I picked that up on because it went completely through. But look at that bright turquoise border on there. Isn't that crazy? I'll pick up the rest on here. I'm going to do maybe another one with just some, I don't know. What can I put on here? The scripting not working so good. But let's just do some shapes maybe. Let's just do, I don't know. This chisel tip, it looks a little wonky. Here. Let's do some little birds. What's on my tip there? I already got my tip screwed up. Let's do some little dots. I'm not looking at the chat right at the moment. You can see how intense and exact, precise work I'm doing here. Or not. Now I'm just wasting ink. We'll just see what happens here. I don't know what that's picking up, but I'm getting like little fuzzy boogers on my nib there. All right. Not taking CB's advice on the amount of water this time. I just want to make sure a little bit gets everywhere. Okay. And let's do that once again. What time is it? 2:39. Did I do that on the dry? That was on the rough side. Okay, let's do that on the smooth. This one's going to go on the smooth side then. I don't know why. It just is. I should do this, but I'm not all that smart, as we know. I think this one's not going to be enough water. We'll have it all three ways. Oh, maybe. I mean, it's not my handiest art ever, but for a black line, that's pretty stinking cool. I'm going to throw this on the floor. Let it dry. All right. What is that misted on there? That's really pretty, whatever sprayed right there in gold. Oh, I don't know what that was, but it's a real fine mist. Okay. I wonder. Let's get really wild. I mean, like nutso wild. Let's just go this way, or just a little bit longer, and go one big area in the middle. Now, the wet one was prettiest. This is going to be a mess, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because once it's in my brain, until I do it, until I execute, I'm not happy. Let's see what happens here. I'm just trying to, it's not the same design. We all know that. And when I put the water on it, it's probably really going to obliterate it. But I'm going to do it anyway. Gail is not here to try to control me, so this will be her fault. Completely. A little bit of CBs, but you know, whatever. Okay. Piece of pepper. And I'm going to go down on the rough side on this one. That's more absorbent, I know. And look at me, after I look like this, putting down the deli paper to protect my hands. All right, let's see what happens. Well, I'm going to pull it because it didn't pick up a lot of the alcohol ink, but there's some splotches in there that look pretty cool. Those little blips in there. Oh, I can't eat it. And now I'm going to pick this one up with a little more vim and vigor, as we used to say in the olden days. Now, I don't know how that's going to pull up off of there now. I might have to put paint. I'm going to, you know what? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm going to put the slick side down. And I'm going to give this one a little more. Gala! What? Set her mental stability too much. She can only watch you now and then. Oh, God. Start without you. I started almost 2 hours ago. CB has been running me in a ditch, I got to tell you. I'm doing all kind of experiments here that have not blown up the basement yet, but it's early. All right, let's see. Do I get any more of that? Huh, just that stuff. And the alcohol ink is still on my plate. So I'm going to go back. And I'm going to pick it up with something spectacular. What will that be? Let's just do this. Oh, jeez. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to use the teal because that's opaque. And hang on, let me use something. Oh, a lot of oopsing going on over here. I'm just grabbing two translucent colors that are close enough. I don't know what this is going to do. It's going to make some kind of crazy purple, I think. That is Quin Magenta. This is Fallow, or Turquoise Fallow. Really? Come on, people. Sheesh. I am a mess. Where's my baby wipes? Lord have mercy. I think this is beyond a baby wipe at this point. We're talking a Ranger Scrubby. Lord of mercy. Okay. Let's get these over here. And I just picked these two. Not only do I like them, but they're translucent. So hopefully they won't obliterate the brass alcohol ink. And I will be able to pick up a little bitty bit of that at least. Okay, paper. What paper do I want to use? Let's try this new jazz here again. I'm going to go on the sticky side. I mean the rough side. Sticky side. Oh, shit. I was supposed to use that. Now I can blame Gayla. It was very difficult trying afternoon Gala. So this one may have capped off my jelly plate here. I don't know. Of course, I'm rubbing with that, and this one I don't even need it. It's not coming through this one. Oh, you know what? Hey, dumbass. I should have done the smooth side down. That's the one that cleans the plate. But no. All right. Here goes nothing. I'll get a little bit of it at least. Or maybe all of it. Oh, there we go. It's very splotchy, but it came off the plate. That's all. I knew this wasn't going to be anything spectacular. But I think this would have been better on the smooth side because I got a little more of the shine even from the paints because this really flattens out the paints as well. So what if, oh, hang on a minute. Let's see, what stencil can I use? I need something big and wide open and it won't take me hours to trace in it. Let's use this. This looks very 3D. Like, ooh, look down the tunnel. Follow the light, Gala. Look towards the light. Keep walking. Okay. What is she going to do? Oh, sweet Moses. I'm really wrecking this number 3 here, I think, already. Let's use 2.5. Oop. So this is another elegant writer. I know when you think of me, you think of an elegant writer, but you know, whatever gets you through the day. So I'm going to, now let me think about this. It's going to take me forever to do the whole thing. So I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I am going to just make an attempt to try to follow some of the insides of these shapes. This is not at all what I thought I'd be doing today. Even when I have a little bit of a plan in my head, here we are. Doing nothing of the kind. I'm just anxious to see if this will come out looking like anything 3D. And I'm not looking at the chat because I gotta look down at the jelly plate. Looks like it's less and less ink coming out of there. And I know it's not that the pen's dried up. It's probably just picking up little bits of schmutz that's on my plate. Maybe I'll just do one side. Hate to spend all afternoon and it be a flub. If it comes out good, I won't mind investing the time the next time. If there's going to be a next time. All right. All right, we're getting to the, we're going to call that the middle. I'm already bored. Very little attention span. Attention span of a freaking gnat. Okay, I'm going to take this off. And let's see what kind of paper am I going to use. Let's just use this one again. Use one of these. Get my mister. Oh, look at you, Gala. I'm trying to steal your technique. All right. Here goes. Oh, you know what? I should pick it up on this. I'm gonna. Layer of paint over the pen. Would a layer of paint over the pen make pretty colors? I don't know about that because acrylic paint on the ink, it might just cover it up and obliterate it. The water seems to what triggers those other colors to come out of this black ink. Okay, well, there goes nothing. Oh, that's dark. I do still see a little bit of a 3D effect down in this direction. Huh. CB, it's all your fault. Let's try, hang on, hold on. Let me wipe this off in here a little bit. So I'm going to use the Elegant Writer. I'm going to try what Rhonda's saying here, but I'm going to spray some of this over it. It's already watered down and it's a light spray. Yeah, they're my colors. They're my colors. All right, let's do, why am I standing here? I know what I'm going to do. Let's just try to make some. Look at the strings and stuff that are hanging off of here now. Can you see it? I don't know what that's from. I don't know if it's bits coming off of the plate or if the plate is ruining the nib. Either way, we're having fun for now. Okay, so let's less water, more water. Here's CB telling me when I first did it, you need more water, you need more water. That's her masterpiece right there, although it's kind of beautiful. And then I did it, and that was my less water. So, just so you know. So, here we go. Let's just do it. And I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to use the smooth side because with metallics, it doesn't really work great on the rough side of the rice papers. It kind of sucks it up and takes the shine off of it. I don't like that. I like the shine. Okay, let's see what we got. I don't hate that. Now, as this dries, see those little speckles of the bronze? Hang on, let me see if I can show you the right angle. See that little peppery bits of the bronze that it picked up? So there's one way to do it, Rhonda, with the paint. It's real watered down and in a spray bottle. I mean, if you tried to brayer it over there, I think that would mess up the pattern or brush it or anything. I think you'd have to spray it. And the rest of this background is more of the turquoise, the bronze paint than the ink that's flaring out. But I wonder if, just wondering. I'm going to add some water on that and see what it does. It is running a little bit, feathering. Just seeing if it would break down. You see more of those purple and green colors out of it. I'm going to do a little bit more right through there. And I'm just going to sit it back here behind me on the floor. We'll put everything else and let it stew and see what happens. All right, what's Gayla's brainchild now? Not to rub it. Yeah, I think I need more of the paint to get more water on it for one thing. This may really, I'm going to use a different nib. One of the twos. No, this has a lot. Hang on. You see the heartache and the supply costs and all that stuff that I'm saving you people? Is it making sense yet? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so this has a lot of little spray bubbles of bronze on there. See that? I don't hate that. But I don't know what it's going to do to the paint nib. But we are about to find out right now. Okay. And we're back to the sprayer. You see, you can't barely see that on the... It's there. You just have to trust me. More of that. Rough or smooth side, Gala? Tick tock, tick tock. Rough or smooth? Okay. Smooth down. I'm not touching it, and now just pull it off. Is that what you're saying? See how cooperative I can be? Here you go. I don't hate it. I love this turquoise color that it comes out here, but that's more about this bronze paint because I've done that a million times. And here we start to see a little bit of it running, but it just blurred it and put some gold, some of the bronze sparkles in there. And you can't hate that, people. I'm going to have to call Elegant Writer and try to get them to put me up on some kind of program for all the business that's going to rack up people buying this stuff. Yeah, that's going to happen. Okie dokie. What time is it? 3. All right, kids, I think I'm going to wrap it up. If I get terribly bored, and if there's a game on that Dave's watching tonight when he gets home, I may trick myself down here and play with some watercolors later tonight, or even maybe tomorrow, depending on how many more closets and cabinets I get into to clean. Makers Creative Collab Hop started. If anyone's... Oh, cool. If there's a... Oh, you can't put a link out there. I think everybody here knows what that is anyway. All right, I'm going to clean the plate with what? Why is this so wet? Everything's wet. Let's do another one. Let's just do this pink. And this one probably have to do this to get a little more variation. Those were an investment I can blame Denise on. All right. I'm going to put the smooth side down. All right, I'm going to let that sit on there for a moment. And then I'm going to, where the hell did I put those? Oh. Misplaced the swatches. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I promised to show you guys these after they dried. These are the two. So these 7 are the new Lisilinka Autumn Glow. This was a freebie I got called Ocean. And then these are the hollow flower colors. And it's the same here. These are the Autumn Ocean hollow flowers on black, which they look different because it acts different on black to the shifters. I'm going to try to light this puppy up. Hang on. All right, so here are, I think the first one is, if I'm trying to do this out of memory, so don't shoot me. I think the first one is called Pine, then Moon, Cashmere, Cinnamon, Pumpkin, Hunter, and Cranberry. Then this one here is Ocean, and that's a color shifter, but can I let you see the color shift? It's so hard on camera, and I don't understand why, but look at that. Anyway, these other ones are hollow flowers. This one is going to be tricky. This one here, starting here, is Forget Me Not. Oh, look at all the colors in there. Hello, lover. And the next one is, it's Hollow Forget Me Not. Hollow Lysianthus. Hollow Dahlia. Hello, Dahlia. I forget where they wrapped around. This one, green one's Meadow. Daisy. Magnolia. And Peony. Whew, my arm's getting tired. So here they are on the black. Same order. This is the fall set up here, and they look black. I mean, they look different on black paper, as you can see. Some more than others. Like this right here, the silver, that's actually the Ocean turquoise purple shifting color. And it just does different stuff on black. And that's the hollow flowers down yonder. So, also, I showed earlier, if you want to go back and look at Allison Darwant's new Oracle deck. It's beautiful. Check her out. It's Allison Darwant. She's got a YouTube channel. She's got a website. She's a, she does art for a living, and she's lovely. And the deck is lovely. 71 cards. We're going to play with this more. My hands are too crummy now. I don't want to mess up my cards. Let me give you a little peek though. Here they are. They got gold edges, 71 pieces of her original artwork with an inspiring messages on there. It's a beautiful set, and it's very reasonable actually for what the artwork that went into this. But she calls it her Art Poetry for Insights and Inspiration Oracle deck. She is lovely. Check her out. Oh, I got to pull my jelly print. Hello. Santa's listening, Susan. They really are very shiny. I don't use pink much in my art for like collage and stuff, but maybe I'll make one. You don't know. I think CB misses my collage work, Gayla. She asked me today, when are you going to do another collage? Like, I don't know, when after Gayla gets therapy, I guess. I'm not sure she can handle it just yet. Gotta give her a break. Let her get her meds adjusted. All right, kids. I'm going to sign off. Go saute some mushrooms. A little pecorino, a little shallot, a little garlic. little red wine, little olive oil and butter. It is a coral. It's a really pretty coral, actually. It is. With the gold on top of it, can't hate it. So anyway, here's some of those elegant writers. You know, some of those are going to show up in a collage near you soon. This one, yeah, just, you know, it is what it is. This was excess of CB's first print, trying to sop up the water, but look how cool it is. And this gala is for you. You know what I mean? And here's where I was first showing them what the pen does. I just did a little scripting down there and took a wet brush and added some water and just let it kind of bleed out. It's so cool. Here's one where I put alcohol ink on my plate through a stencil. And that was using the pink and the ash violet to pick up the rest of the alcohol ink. This was a blob of not much that happened right off the bat when I screwed up. This was when I first tried the alcohol ink, but it's still kind of cool looking. I gotta tell you. I don't hate it. And this was just, you know, your basic gel print. This one too, trying out those new Nova color paints. With some PM Artist Studio stencils. PM Artist Studio. So, all right, kids. I'm going to take off, fix some vittles, and I may be back. We'll do CB, thanks. Later tonight just to play, or tomorrow if the rain continues. Oh, there's only so many closets I can clean out and so many games I can watch. Mm-hmm. All right, kids, thanks for hanging. I appreciate it. Bye, guys. Thanks, mods. And Z, you're streaming tomorrow at 4, correct? Yeah, Z's on 4 o'clock tomorrow. And yeah, Gayla, thanks for being so late. Not a problem. Take care.